అందుకే ఇప్పుడు మూమెంట్ ఇప్పుడు దేని తర్వాత తెలుస్తాయో తెలుస్తా శ్వేత శ్వేత
Para uma coisa assim.
numbered also. I've already done that. But there is not a list for 2022. I checked Gandhi's. I've been checking Gandhi's and this is February.
Just hold, just.
Or tuck in your sari.
Wait.
जनगणमन
You're just saying that because it's from W.
Leave 2 places and stand. Roll number 5. Roll number 5, 6, 7. Roll number 7. 8. Roll number 8. Roll number 9. Roll number 10. Roll number 10. 11. 12. Roll number 13. Roll number 13. right, huh? 29. 30. Roll number 30. Roll number 31. Roll number 32. 33. 34. 35. 35. Roll number 35. 36. 37. Roll number 37.
1st row, sir. 1st row, right side, sir.
Same thing, so I'm not finding anything different or exactly. To the point, like, you know, travel so much for the passport. Because it's kind of lost touch with what we like, how we want, all like that. So it's like genius that just holidays for us again when he's coming back. The
dignitaries, head of the departments, faculty, proud parents, and dear students. A very good morning to one and all. I, Dr. Akshna, from the Department of Anatomy, will be your host for today, taking through the program. It gives us an immense pleasure to welcome you all on behalf of Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, Hyderabad, to the white coat ceremony of the newly admitted students of class 2022. The white coat is a symbol of a profession. It reminds the physicians of their professional duties and to lead their lives and practice their art in uprightness and honor. The white coat ceremony marks the students' transition into a medical school and the onset of formal education in medical health sciences. It provides the medical students with a well-defined guidelines regarding the expectations and responsibilities appropriate for the medical profession. Let's welcome the procession of our dignitaries, head of the departments, and our dear students of 2022 batch. You are requested to kindly rise when the procession enters the hall and remain standing till all the students are seated. The flag bearer is Irene Albee of 2017 batch, who secured the highest marks in the final MBBS University exam held in May 2022. A nation's treasure lies in its scholars. With great honor, I invite our respected chief guest for today's event, Dr. Uma Sekhar, the Vice Chancellor of Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, to grace the dais with her presence. I would also like to invite our revered Dean, Dr. A. Rekha, onto the dais. I welcome our Principal, Dr. Surendra Reddy, Medical Superintendent, Dr. G. Satyanarayan Reddy, Deputy Medical Superintendent, Dr. Abdul Wase, onto the dais. I request all the HODs to please be seated in the first row. I request all the students to please take their seats. An official photographer and videographer have been arranged for the event, and a YouTube link with a live telecast will be shared with you. request the parents to please be seated. I request our Dean, Dr. A. Rekha, to kindly welcome our chief guest, Dr. Uma Sekar, with a floral bouquet. Light dispels darkness. It symbolizes the positive brightness of joy and wisdom. Going with the tradition, let us start the event with the lamp lighting. I invite our chief guest, Dr. Uma Sekar, and the esteemed dignitaries seated on the dais to please come forward for lighting the auspicious lamp. Thank you all. I invite Dr. Krishnaveni Desai, Professor of Biochemistry, to render the prayer song and invoke divine blessings. I request everyone to please stand up for the prayer song rendered by Dr. Krishnaveni.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजा आननपद्मार्कं गजाननमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तमुपास्महे एकदन्तमुपास्महे या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहार धवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रान्विता या वीणां वरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिः देवैः सदा पूजिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निःशेषजाड्यापः.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I request Dr. Malini, Professor of Physiology, to introduce our Dean to the gathering.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to introduce to you the Dean of Apollo Medical College, Hyderabad, Dr. A. Rekha. Dr. Rekha is a renowned laparoscopic surgeon who did her MS from Stanley Medical College, Dr. MGR University, and FRCS from the Royal College of Surgeons, Glasgow. She has the degree of IRCAD in laparoscopic surgery from the University of Strasbourg, France, a professional diploma in clinical research, PGDCR, and also a fellowship of the IAGES. She was honored with ISSF Travel Scholar Award by the International Society of Surgeons and the G.G. Chatterjee Fellowship by the Association of Surgeons of India. Madam has been a resource person in many international and national academic forums and has won many accolades and awards for her research papers in various national and international conferences. She has around 200 publications to her credit in various international and national journals of repute. Besides being an accomplished academician, Dr. A. Rekha is also a great administrator, and she has done various administrative posts with great elan. In a nutshell, Madam is a good team leader who leads people by example. Now I would like to request our leader and respected Dean, Dr. A. Rekha, to deliver the welcome address. Thank you.
Respected Vice Chancellor, Dr. Uma Shekhar, faculty members, parents, and my dear friends. My dear students, good morning. It's my pleasure and honor to deliver the welcome address this morning at the White Coat ceremony of the batch of 2022. At the outset, let me offer you my congratulations to the students for having joined the Apollo Institute, and to the parents for seeing your dreams realized as your wards enter medical school. I offer my warm welcome to Dr. Uma Shekhar, who is the Vice Chancellor of the Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. A stalwart in the field of diagnostics, she has played a pivotal role in steering healthcare at Sri Ramachandra. I am delighted, Madam, that you could grace this occasion with your presence this morning. I extend a very warm welcome to our principal, Dr. Surendra Reddy, our medical superintendent, Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy, and our additional medical superintendent, Dr. Abdul Vase. I'm delighted to see with us the heads of department, the faculty, and the parents who have come in large numbers to witness this momentous occasion. I extend my welcome to members of the press who've graciously accepted our invitation to be with us this morning. And dear students, this is your moment. Savor it. The Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences and Research was founded in 2012 by Padma Vibhushan Dr. Pratap C. Reddy. He has a vision to make this a world-class institute offering higher education, affordable healthcare, and to be at the cutting edge of research. The Apollo Medical College, as it's fondly called, has grown by leaps and bounds. And today we have 150 undergraduate students, 50 postgraduate students, and is a sought-for destination in higher education. Our alumni are pursuing post-graduation in several prestigious institutions in India and abroad. When we speak of medical education, not many of you are familiar with the concept of the competency-based medical education, or the CBME. This was a landmark reform introduced by the National Medical Council in 2019. It follows the concept that although medical students have adequate information and knowledge, they need to have a direct and tangible link to competencies in terms of application of this knowledge, manual dexterity, ethics, and communication. Towards this goal, the Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences has a complement of faculty who have trained in renowned institutions and who have upskilled in centers abroad. These teachers impart lessons to our students to ensure that our students consistently outperform their peers. The laboratories, the skills lab, and the Medical College General Hospital ensures that our students are able to put to use these skills, and they are able to make diagnosis of various ailments and conditions. we are in the process of introducing a long-awaited LMS platform, which will allow us to upload content, assignments, besides tracking events, announcements, marks, and attendance. The Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences is empaneled by the Arogya Shri and the Ayushman Bharat, and we are able to offer quality healthcare to patients below the poverty line. Interns and postgraduates are able to clerk patients in the emergencies and the outpatients under the supervision of the attending physician. A huge fillip has been generated towards research by faculty and students, and towards this, we are in the process of having workshops and lecture series in this context. Undergraduate students are strongly encouraged to seek mentors under whom they can do their short-term student fellowships offered by the ICMR and other funding agencies. We are appreciative of students who present papers, who participate in community awareness programs, and being part of research scientific publications. This value addition is very sought by Western universities when we are looking for a match in the USMLE and the PLAB. An insatiable curiosity, a quest for answers, meticulous dedication, and documentation is what makes medical students a legend today. The sinoatrial node, insulin, heparin, and ether are discoveries credited to medical students such as yourself. In the last few months, we have seen students involve themselves wholeheartedly in community events like the World Diabetes Day, the World AIDS Day, the Pharmacovigilance Day, the World Anatomy Day, to name a few. Co-curricular events like these foster team building, creative thinking, and build communication skills. This quiz program that had 19 medical schools of Telangana participate saw the AMSR students win the first prize. The medical education unit of the Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences participated in a recently concluded Medical Education Technologies Conference organized by the Nodal Center for Medical Research, Medical Education, and presented 12 papers, a testimony for the hard work and the excellence of our educators. Several of our professors in the Department of Medicine, Surgery, Obstetrics, Pediatrics, Ortho, Radiology, ENT, Dermatology, Microbiology, Anatomy have chaired sessions in national conferences, and postgraduates have brought home prizes. Dr. Sridhar has been conferred with the Fellowship of the American College of Surgeons. This list is by no means comprehensive, as I have in the shadows several assistants and assistant professors and associates and professors who work seamlessly in the delivery of their responsibilities and thus bring accolades by their dedication and hard work. With the boom in information technology, we in our practice are increasingly seeing the Google doctor. Patients bring their references and diagnoses to our consulting desk. The COVID pandemic saw a sprouting of virtual clinics and online prescription refills. But we are seeing a large population today return to the traditional in-person physician visit, because there's truly no substitute for the doctor. So what is it that you look for in a doctor? What do you look for in the visit to the doctor's consultation? A patient hearing, a good clinical history extraction, empathy, altruism, sympathy, and a willingness to ease the discomfort in addition to a sound solution. The intangible elements earlier would be acquired by emulating a role model. But today, the 8COM, or the Attitude, Ethics, Communication module of the National Medical Council, now gives a structured method by which these students, these intangibles, are imparted to the students. The 8COM module, incorporated into the medical curriculum, ensures that there is explicit spelling out of the qualities required by students in order to become a wholesome doctor. I encourage you to embrace the 8COM because this truly represents the distillate of decades of physician wisdom. I would like to finish by telling both the parents and the students that this is not an easy course. The road is long and arduous. It is not for the faint-hearted. It is going to challenge you both physically and intellectually. There will be occasions when you end up skipping lunch as you monitor a patient in the ICU. You might have to forego your birthday plans when you assist a young woman through labor. Your muscles will scream in pain as you assist a long and painstaking surgery. Your knees will protest as you run down the corridor trying to get the blood bags. But all this will fade in the memory when you have that old, frail gentleman raising trembling arms to bless you for the care given. The little scrawny child that you admitted in the ICU now is robust and grabbing your finger at discharge. That woman will shyly ask your permission to name her child after you. And that patient that you looked at in the trauma will request to stay in touch. And that little child of hemophilia in the pediatric ward will tell very shyly to his mom, "I want to be a doctor like you." Those are the moments that are memorable. Those are the moments that make all these hardships worthwhile. And that is the power and the strength of the white coat. Welcome.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the elaborate introduction of the Institute. We like your ever-inspiring words of wisdom and motivation. To be inspired is good. To be an inspiration is great. And to have an inspirational personality among us is truly an honor. Our ceremony is graced by the presence of our respected chief guest, Dr. Uma Sekar. I request Dr. Saju Cherian, Professor of Anatomy and Student Support Officer of AMSR, to introduce the chief guest.
Respected Dean of Apollo Institute of Medical Sciences and Research, Dr. A. Rekha, Principal Dr. Surendra Reddy, Medical Superintendent Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy, Deputy Medical Superintendent Dr. Abdul Wase, Chief Operating Officer Ms. Aparna Reddy, heads of various departments, esteemed faculty members, parents, guests, and dear students. White coat represents the entry of a student into medical profession. For many, it is a landmark. For most, it is a milestone on the road to further accomplishments. On this ceremonial event, to inspire us, we have as our chief guest a person who is not only an administrator, not only an academician, not only a researcher, not only a microbiologist, but also the second woman Vice Chancellor of Sri Ramachandra Institute of Higher Education and Research. She was the Associate Dean of Sri Ramachandra Medical College, Director General of Laboratory Sciences, and also the head of Department of Microbiology. Madam completed her MBBS from Stanley Medical College in the year 1980, DCP from Madras Medical College in the year 1986, MD in Microbiology from Madras Medical College in the year 1989. Further, she received the postdoctoral fellowship from Mount Sinai Hospital, University of Toronto, Canada. Further, she received a fellowship of Royal College of London, FRCP, in the year 2021. She began her career at Sri Ramachandra Medical College as a tutor in microbiology in the year 1989. Served the institute as a clinical pathologist, progressed in her career as assistant professor, associate professor, and then the professor and head of the Department of Microbiology from 2011 to 2016. Madam rose in her career and became the Associate Dean of Sri Ramachandra Medical College in the year 2018 and was the Director of Central Laboratory Services from 2009 to 2022. She is a member of Committee for Implementation of National Educational Policy, Indian Society of Peritoneal Dialysis, life member of Indian Association of Medical Microbiologists, Academy of Clinical Microbiologists, and also the member of various committees at Srihar. Her name figures in journals of national and international repute as author and co-author of more than 96 research publications. She is the recipient of ISPD Fellowship for Training at University of Toronto. She received an award for publication by Sri Ramchandra University. For this solemn and ceremonial event today, there could not have been a more efficient and appropriate person than her to embellish, to enhance, to enrich, and enlighten the occasion. I am absolutely delightful to present to you the shining star of scientific firmament, the chief guest, Vice Chancellor of Sri Ramchandra Institute of Higher Education and Research, Dr. Uma Sekar.
Dear Dr. Rekha, the Dean of the Medical College and a good friend of mine, Dr. Surendra Reddy, the principal of this institute, Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy, the medical superintendent, Dr. Abdul Base, the additional medical superintendent, the heads of the various departments, the faculty members of the various departments, students, and the parents of the students who are here. A very, very good morning to you all. It's really a pleasure to be standing here talking to you on the occasion of this white coat ceremony, which is being organized by this institute. Thank you for calling me over here, and I'm truly delighted to be talking to you on this memorable day as far as the students are concerned. The practice of medicine itself is an art, and it's not a trade, said Sir William Osler. It's not a business. It is a calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your brains or your head. The first white coat ceremony was actually documented way back in 1889 at a place called the Agnew Clinic. That was the first documentation of this ceremony of white coat. In the 19th century, medicine was not a science. A lot of quackery and mysticism was there admixed with science. And in the next century, there was a transition of medicine to become more scientific, to become more evidence-based. So this transition happened over the last century. So the physicians sought to project themselves as scientists. Once this transition occurred, they projected themselves as scientists, and they wanted something to symbolize the fact that they were scientists, and they started wearing the white coat. The laboratory coat, what we call, they started wearing the white coat. In the US, there was this report called the Flexner Report sometime in 1910, which changed the process by which medical education was imparted. So the syllabus, the curriculum for medical education was framed around that time. The first curriculum was framed around that time, and that curriculum embraced scientific knowledge. And it defined the ethos of the physician. Now, part of that ethos was to have medical education, the people who practice medicine, whether it is doctors, students, to wear white coats. So by 1915, everybody started wearing white coats, including the surgeons, even to the OR, into the operating rooms. Now, the white coat ceremony, as you all probably know, signifies the students' rite of passage. So it was created in the year 1993. The first proper white coat ceremony was conducted in the 1993. And during that ceremony, a white coat was placed on the shoulders of the students who were entering the medical school. And the Hippocratic oath was recited by the student, signifying their entrance into the medical school. So this event, as such, is relatively recent, popularized from the 1990s. I myself have had my education and graduation before the 1990s, so I've never gone through a white coat ceremony, and I regret having. I would have enjoyed such a ceremony in the presence of my parents. I do regret that. Now, this ceremony implies that the medical students can actually begin their medical practice, the practice of medicine. Now, we all know that medical education in India has been revamped, and students begin to meet the patients even during the first year of their study. So it's only appropriate that this ceremony is conducted in the first year before you actually enter into your first year of studies. Now, this white coat gives you students an identity. It will give you confidence. It will give you some kind of authority. It will earn you a lot of respect when you go with a white coat. It will earn you trust from the patients, and also it gives you a sense of empowerment. So this is just not a white coat. A lot of things go along with this white coat. Dear students, consider yourself not just students, but physicians in training. That's what you are. You are a physician in training right from the word go. Everything that you learn over the next 4 years will have a direct role in how you're going to help your patients in future. This white coat is a symbol of something much, much greater. It's a commitment for you to take best care, not only of each other, but of your patients. According to the National Medical Council, Dr. Rekha was mentioning, the Indian medical graduate, the IMG, we call it the IMG, need to possess the requisite knowledge, skills, not just that, attitudes, values, and responsiveness. So everything a student must possess so that he or she may function appropriately and effectively as a physician of first contact, right? A primary physician or a physician of first contact in the community. But at the same time, he also needs to remain globally relevant. So this is the expectation of the Indian medical graduate. Each of you is expected to give tender, loving care to your patients, be compassionate to your patients, and you need to work as a team. None of you can work in silos. You have to work as a team. You should possess effective communication skills. You should exhibit humility. Humility is one quality all of us should have. And you should be able and ready to embrace experiential learning, and it's a lifelong learning. No medical person can stop learning and say, I know it all. It's a lifelong learning for every medical person. So this white coat symbolizes your
commitment to serving humanity, with the opportunity that you get, you can make a change in the world. Each one of you can make a change in the world, and you can commit yourself to promote a culture of wellness. That's what you are here for, wellness and mindfulness. And you should be able to, as I said, serve your peers, serve your patients, and also the community, people in the community. Dr. Rekha was saying the medical school education is tough. It's a tough life for you ahead. But you're going to be surrounded by friends, you're going to be surrounded by mentors, you're going to be surrounded, handheld by your faculty and peers, and all these people will see that the potential you have, each one of you have, will be exploited to the fullest, and they will support you to ensure that you succeed in life and make good medical graduates. Growing up, many people see doctors as superhumans. Not only do they dedicate themselves to lifelong learning, lifelong service, but they also serve as the voice of reason, and they serve as a comforting presence in difficult situations for the patients. To me, this represents everything that modern medicine should be about. It is indeed a happy occasion to usher in every one of you into the portals of this institute and into your first academic year. This journey of professional development starts with the selection of an institution for your academic education or for your higher education. This is a responsible choice as it determines your entire life and destiny. Dear students, I'm happy to say you have chosen to join one of the best institutes, growing institutes in this country as a consequence of your academic achievements, and you are the fortunate ones who are here to enhance your knowledge in science and medicine in this institute. And I'm sure all the members in this institute will join hands with you in this venture of yours over the next few years. Students, you are all set to embark on a journey in pursuance of your dreams and probably that of your parents. You will be devoting a tremendous amount of time and energy over the next few years in this pursuit of your dreams and also excellence in your chosen field of specialty. No doubt, there will be challenges. Everyone will face challenges, but you should convert these challenges into opportunities for growth and refinement and not be put down by these challenges. I'm very confident that the knowledge, skills, and competencies that you will be acquiring during this journey will be solid stepping stones for your future professional development. As I said, medicine is not just a science, but it's an art as well. The practice of medicine is important in its entirety. It's a wholesome thing. It requires wholesome development. It requires wholesome understanding. It is with this objective that the National Medical Council, the NMC, has framed the new curriculum for the undergraduate program and has been implementing it for the past few years. You are indeed privileged to be one of the few early batches that are undergoing this modified curriculum, and you're going to be benefited by this. So once you are exposed to the clinical field, clinical medicine, relating everything you learn to your patients is very, very important in this journey. Your teachers, your guides, your mentors, and most importantly, your patients are the most important persons in this journey. Patients do not come to you with a trust placed in machines, but they place their trust in you, the treating physician or the doctors. They are not bothered about the devices that you're using or the equipments that you're using. They come trusting the doctors that they seek. So as they put their trust in you, You must remember that always and treat the patients accordingly. Live up to the trust that they place in you. The chapter that you learn every day is going to save someone's life tomorrow and maybe much later. So pay attention to whatever is being taught by your faculty every day of your learning here. So students, enjoy your time here. Study hard. Put in sincere efforts. You have to be good to one another. You have to be good to yourselves and have to be good to your patients as well. The Hippocratic Oath that you're going to take is an ethical code. It's actually an ethical code that medical students swear to uphold when they take up the profession. We all know that it was first written by the Greek physician Hippocrates, and this oath is being taken by physicians across the globe. This oath itself dictates the obligations of the students of medicine and the duties of the pupil teacher. In the oath, the physician actually pledges to prescribe only beneficial treatment according to his best abilities and judgment. You can't go wrong on that. And you have to refrain from causing harm or causing hurt by way of your treatment. And you have to lead an exemplary life, not only professional life, but your personal life as well. Important, I think, for me, 5 things are important, 5 G's for a student. The first should be to set a goal, G. The first G is a goal. Set your goal and work towards your goal. The second G is to have faith in God, whatever God may be. There is some supreme being there, so have some faith in God and have, as I said, a mentor, a guide or mentor in your life, whom you can emulate, whom you can turn to in times of need or stress, where you need counseling. Have a guide or mentor, and always have gratitude. Gratitude to your teachers, gratitude for your patients. That's very important, and always try to do good work. You should be committed to good work. So these are the 5 G's, I would say, which are mantras for a student to blossom into a good physician. Now, this event emphasizes, as I said, emphasizes the importance of compassionate care for the patient with scientific proficiency and includes several elements for the public acknowledgement by the students and also the responsibilities of the profession and also your willingness to assume the obligations in the presence of family, in the presence of friends, and in the presence of the faculty as well. So, dear students, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever does no harm, whatever is gracious, if there is any excellence in it, and if there is anything worthy of praise, think about these things and go ahead and execute it. The good physician treats the disease, but the great physician treats the patient who has the disease. This was told by William Osler, and it holds good even till today. So all the best to you, dear students, and I do hope that you have a glorious career ahead of you starting from today. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for highlighting those crucial aspects and motivating the young future doctors. I request our Dean, Dr. A. Rekha, to offer a memento to our chief guest as a token of gratitude. Thank you, ma'am. Now, the moment we all have been waiting for, the presentation of the white coats to the MBBS students of class 2022. I request our chief guest, Dr. Uma Sekar, to please do the honor of presenting white coats to our MBBS students of class 2022. Afrin Arif Ibrahim. Abhay Kashyap. Aleti Nipuna Reddy. Ambavaram Vaishnavi Reddy. Amgot Anvesh. Anantula Sri Teja. Anika Apsingi. Anika Maitra. Annapurna Ramaswamy. Annavaram Shrita. Thank you, ma'am. I now request our Dean, Dr. Rekha, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Antarvedi Chiran Sai. Apurupa Chakravarti. Archie Vikrant Pulivar Kamdar. Arige Siri. Arunima Virabelli. Ashna Reddy, Comet Reddy. Avadanam Sumedha. B. Lakshmi Shipra Reddy. Balam Sai Samketa. Bandagonda Kirti Reddy. Thank you, ma'am. I invite our principal, Dr. Surendra Reddy, to present the white coats to our students. Bhuvanagiri Sandilya Bharadwaj. Boddapati Varsha. Bommireddy Gnandeep Reddy. CRL Aishwarya. Chaitra Lakshmi Gorre Reddy. Chaparla Sriya. Chembeti Dhanush. Chinni Lakshmi Varshita. Chintala Medashwini. Chintala Rutisha. Thank you, sir. May I now request our medical superintendent, Dr. Satyanarayana Reddy, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Chintalapati Vikshit Raju. Daivik Umesh Desai. Dane Pranav. Dhriti Patil. Dhriti Redyam. Divin Om Badam. Dudyala Manogna. Durgam Nikhil Kumar. Elangi Shreya. Ishika Madala. Thank you, sir. I request Deputy Medical Superintendent Dr. Abdul Wasi to kindly present the white coats to our students. G. Priyakshi. Gajavelli Shriya Vaishnavi. Gandhari Srikar Raj. Gangarapu Harshita Reddy. Garapati Sri Sugunanjali. Gauri Prakash Bharat. Golla Nikita. Guguloth Trisha. Gundra Ritesh Rahul. Gunti Kirtana. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. C. Rekha, Professor and Head, Department of Biochemistry, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Gunupati Tanushri. K. Meenakshi. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. B. Ram Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of Physiology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. K.S. Nikita. Kalakotla Sushma Sri. Karri Surya Sati Reddy. Katta Medha. Katta Satyavardhan. Kaushik Reddy Gurram. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Saju Cherian, Professor, Department of Anatomy, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Keshav Charan Chintala. Kushi Kalia. Kokkera Akhilesh. Kokkula Parinita. Kollikonda Sahil. Komma Pavan Kumar. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Sumna Sen, Professor and Head, Department of Pharmacology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Konda Rohit. Kondakalla Krutika Reddy. Kongara Sudarshini. Kota Baleshwar Prakash Reddy. Kota Sai Ram. Kottapalli Hasini Reddy. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. S. Manik Das, Professor and Head, Department of Microbiology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Kunta Rajeshwari. M. Tanya Singh. M. V. Sai Gayatri. Malavat Gangadhar. Manish Kadil. Manugunta Satvik Reddy. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. S. Jayabhaskar Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of Pathology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Medara Metla Kaumudi. Meghana Madala. Meiman Amina Mansoor. Minnekanti Amruta. Mohammad Imad Moinuddin. Molugu Hemant Reddy. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Snigdha Patnaik, Professor and Head, Department of Community Medicine, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Mullapalam Navya. N. Hrushita. Navateja Konda. Nyalakonda Shriman Preetam Reddy. Ojas Soni. Omkar Bharadwaj. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Sridhar Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of ENT, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Paila Navya Amruta Valli. Palaveda Santoshi. Parlapelli Sandhya Rani. Pishati Nikhil Reddy. Poduvu Kriti Reddy. Pokuri Vikas. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Sanjay Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of Ophthalmology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Pola Sanjana. Porika Vasu. Potapu Sai Nirvita Reddy. Pranav Venkata Chellapalli. Pranita Duburi. Pratiksha Ellur. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. R. Prahalad, Professor and Head, Department of General Medicine, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Pullagura Sai Siddharth. Rajiv Reddy, Mandala. Ramavat Sai Sumit. Rangu Sadak. Rapolu Dhruti Chandana. Reddy Pogu Jessie Cynthia. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. L. Sridhar, Professor and Head, Department of General Surgery, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Rellu Sai Prayag. Rishika Mohanty. Sachi Saxena. Sahiti Kalla. Sai Rutika Chidipudi. Saket Chennupalli. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. S. Rani Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Sania Zaveria. Sanjana Chandana. Santoshi Kadari. Satvik Reddy, Palakolanu. Settipalli Amukta. Sheikh Abdul Rahman. Absent. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Krishna Kumari, Professor, Department of OBG, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Shibaditya Talukdar. Shraddha Mavuri. Shrey Mathur. Shreya Jaiswal. Somasani Pravallika. Sri Varsha Gaddam. Thank you, ma'am. I request Dr. Srinivas Reddy, Professor and Head, Department of Orthopedics, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Sri Harshit Reddy Gauni. Sudipta Ghosh. Sultan Manish Kumar. Sumaya Ali. Sunidhi Jasmine Kolluri. T. Akshara. Thank you, sir. I request Dr. Sachidananda, Professor and Head, Department of Anesthesiology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. T.P. Pooja Suprita. Udbhav Balguri. Request Dr. Tina Priscilla, Associate Professor, Department of Dermatology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. Uppari Kovida. Vaishnavi Pasumarthi. Vakiti Sri Nisha Reddy. Vala Rishik. Vanga Vishal Aryan Reddy. Vasam Krishi. I request Dr. G. Pavani, Professor, Department of Microbiology, to kindly present the white coats to our students. वेदांत राजीव औरंगाबादकर, वेंकट तनय कुमार रेड्डी के, यशस्विनी सुंकरी, इरिंकी श्री प्रिया, Thank you, ma'am. Now we move on to administering Hippocratic Oath. The Hippocratic Oath is an oath of medical ethics and values taken by physicians since centuries. It requires a new physician to swear to uphold the highest ethical standards. These include the principles of medical confidentiality and non-maleficence. I request Dr. G. Pavani, Professor of Microbiology, Head of Medical Education and Infection Control, Nodal Officer for NIRF of AMSR, to administer the Hippocratic Oath.
I, in the presence of family, friends, teachers and colleagues, and in the spirit of Hippocrates, I pledge to keep this oath. First, I will do no harm. I will honor those who taught me the art and science of medicine. I will remember with gratitude and humility those whose illness or injury provided examples from which I learned, and in their honor, I will continue the pursuit of knowledge. I will share my knowledge with future colleagues and all who are in want or need of it. I will practice medicine with conscience and humility, and I will act with enduring respect for the dignity of human life. Foremost in my mind will be compassion, respect, and impartial care for my patients. I will hold sacred the trust of my patients and respect the secrets that they confide in me. I will not be swayed by greed, prejudice, or selfish ego in the practice of my art. Finally, I will do all in my power to help my patients reach physical, mental, and spiritual health. And I will strive for this balance in my own life. May I have the courage and character to hold these principles sacred from this day forward, as I place myself into the service of humankind. This oath I make
solemnly, freely, and upon my honor.
Thank you, ma'am. Let's offer a round of applause as a collective appreciation for this memorable moment. Thank you. I request all the students to please be seated. It's not happiness that makes us grateful. Rather, it's a gratitude that makes us happy. I now request Dr. Nisha Bhatia, Associate Professor of Obstetric and Gynecology and Curriculum Head, to propose the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to everyone. On behalf of the organizing committee, I feel honored and privileged to propose the vote of thanks on this special occasion. I hereby express my sincere regards and thankfulness to our honorable chief guest, Dr. Uma Sekar, who accepted our invitation and graced this occasion despite her busy schedule. Thank you, ma'am, for your esteemed presence. I would also like to thank our beloved Dean, ma'am, for her constant guidance and support to shape today's program. My sincere thanks to the principal, Dr. Surendra Reddy, sir, Medical Superintendent, Dr. Satyanarayanan, sir, Dr. Abdul Wasi, Additional Medical Superintendent, for their gracious presence. I would also like to thank Mrs. Aparna Reddy, CEO, for her support that made today's event possible. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the faculty members for their presence on this special occasion, and also to all the faculty members who worked in unison to make today's event a grand success. I thank the media for their presence to cover this grand ceremony. And we have been fortunate enough to be backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated interns and postgraduates who helped us for the smooth execution of today's program. Thanks to all of you. Special thanks to the administrative staff, housekeeping, audiovisual team, and the F&B team for their help in organizing today's event. My heartfelt thanks to all the students and their parents for making this event successful with their presence. Thank you one and all, and have a great day ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. The end of a journey is usually the beginning of another one. This brings us to the conclusion of the white coat ceremony of MBBS students of class 2022. We wish the very best to our young future doctors through this challenging yet rewarding journey. I request everyone to kindly stand for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
I request all the heads of the departments and students of 2022 batch to join the dignitaries on the dais for the official photograph, which will be followed by refreshments served on the ground floor. This is Dr. Archana signing off. Thank you all. refreshments are arranged in the ground floor. I request all the parents to please proceed to the ground floor for the refreshments. I request all the parents to please proceed to the ground floor for the refreshments.
గేదర్ తీసుకొని పెట్టుకో బయట నేను ఇక్కడే ఉంటా ప్రిన్సిపాల్ అయిపోమని తీసుకుంటా ఓకేనా సబ్జెక్ట్ ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వండి ఏం చెప్పాలి ఎన్ని ఇయర్స్
ప్రిన్సిపల్ అయిన తర్వాత మనల్ని ఏదైనా ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వమంటాడు అదే కాలేజ్
అమ్మాయిలు ఒక ముగ్గురు అట్లా కాలేజ్ మీ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్
వైట్ కోట్ సెరమనీ గురించి మన ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్
అంతే వెయిట్ చేయి అడూరు దగ్గర లేకపోతే ఇక్కడికైనా తీసుకురా ఇలా అయిపోయినాక నేను ఇక్కడ వస్తాను మీరు గేదర్ తీసుకొని ఆ డోర్ దగ్గర నేను ఒకసారి వస్తా మీరు కనపడకపోతే